Hello, or bonjour, like they say in Canada. My name is Jorge Galvan, and I'm here representing the group number 9 of the class Global Business Perspective. And we want to talk about specifically of the Pestel analysis in Canada, which it will be very important for marketers who would like to do some business in Canada. What we're going to do is we want to be comparing United States with Canada so you guys can have a base. And number one, we're going to be talking about location. Like most of you already know, Canada is we share border with Canada on the north side. So it's located on the north side of North America. Canada is the world's second largest country in total area, and recent measurements indicate that it's moving towards Siberia. Population, that's the next one that we're going to talk about. Population, the United States have 325 million in population versus Canada, we only have 36 million. That's data collected from quarter number 3, and that's recent data from 2000. The next one is political system. Then we have some difference on political system, to be honest. And USA is a constitutional republic. It's a two-party system. We got the state, the Senate, we got the Congress and the president. Compared with the Canada, and we have a Commonwealth country. It's a multi-party political system. We got a strong tie to England, and we have the different components of the government, which is municipal, provincial, federal, and prime. On freedom, we are kind of close. If you check the index, if you check the information online, we are on 84.7, and 81.8. So we are really, really close, which means that based on the index in United States and Canada, there are a really, really free country to do business, or free and freedom on the land and multiple things like that. The next one that we want to talk about is corruption. And that's really, really important because Canada has a reputation for clean government, a judicial system with an impeccable record of independence and transparency. So as you can see here in the graph, compared with the United States, Canada is really, really above with 81 points versus the United States and only has 70 points. Next one is rule of law. We're going to talk about property rights and things like that. Canada economic fundamentals remain strong, as well supported by solid protection of property rights and an independent judiciary that enforce the rule of law. Okay, thank you so much for your time. My name is Jorge Galvan. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is OSEI Premper. Economic system. Canada has a strong market-based economy. Our gross domestic product (GDP) per capita in 2015 was $40,000 US, and the United States is close to about 60,000 also in the same year of 2015. Economic growth. Between 2010 and 2015, growth rates per GDP had alternated between both countries. Some years Canada had the highest, and other years, US had the highest. But in 2015, GDP growth per annum for the United States was more than double for the growth rate of Canada. While Canada saw a growth rate of 1%, growth rate for the United States was around 2.4% in the same year. Economic freedom. As seen in the graph, economic freedom for both United States and Canada had been comparable in the past. In 2015, however, Canada's economic freedom on a scale of 0 to 100 was 75.4%, while the United States was 78% during the same time period. Economic instability. Both countries are fairly stable. Inflation is one of the macroeconomic variables that goes to indicate the stability of the country in terms of economy. In recent years, both countries have kept inflation very, very low. Inflation, according to Consumer Price Index, was 1.125% in Canada and 0.11% in the United States, considering 2015 inflation figures. Human development indicators. Both nations invest heavily in their human development. On a scale of 0 to 1, Canada has an HDI index of 0.913, and the United States, a little higher, has an HDI index of 0.915 in 2014. Foreign direct investment. Canada and the United States both invest enormous amount of money outside of their borders. Foreign direct investment outward flow in 2015 for Canada was in the neighborhood of $50 billion, whilst the ones for the United States, significantly higher, was over $300 billion.
The historical exchange rate of Canada has been stable for the last 3 years, although the U.S. still has a higher exchange rate for their currency. Canada is closely behind and stable. Export. Canada is the 11th largest export country in the world, and it's also the second largest supplier to the U.S. The one thing that I found that was very interesting is exactly how many products that we do exchange with Canada. I found that very interesting when I was doing research. The top products, as you can see, that we exchange are food products, industrial machinery, technology, and that sort of thing. Canada is the U.S.'s largest importer. In the year 2015, they did $280 billion worth of imports. They import some of the things that we export to them. So that was pretty interesting. I didn't realize that we had that kind of exchange with Canada until we did this project. Education is a big thing in all countries. In Canada, they did an initiative that started in 2010. It was a 5-year initiative to improve their graduation rates in K-12. As you can see by the graph, Canada has done quite well with this initiative, in which they actually graduate a greater number of students in K-12 than the United States. Religion. Religion is a big part of a cultural makeup of a country. Canada's top religious participations are Catholic and Christian. And the makeup for Canada versus US is about the same, with Christians and Catholics being the top number of participation for religion. Language is another major component of cultural makeup in a country. In Canada, their main mode of language is English, just as it is in the United States. However, where they differ from the United States is the second language is French, whereas the United States is Spanish. When you look at the Stefano's scale for Canada and the US, you'll find that it's very similar. Canada and the US have similar expectations when it comes to this, with universalism and individualism and specific being the largest state. That really didn't surprise me, considering how similar the countries are when it comes to this sort of thing. Oxford was the same thing. You find that Canada and the United States have a very similar makeup. Indulgence, they were right together. Individualism, Canada is just a little bit less there, but in power difference, are about the same. I thought that was really interesting.
Now let's take a look at technology aspects of care. Research and development is based on work undertaken to increase knowledge, for example, of humanity, culture, society, and new applications. Research and development covers research, applied research, and experimental development. As a percent of GDP, Canada expends only half that of the United States. Canada expends about 1.6%, while the United States expends about 2.7% of their GDP. Patent applications are filed for exclusive rights for invention of a new product or process that offers a new technical solution to a problem. A patent provides protection to the owner for a limited period of about 20 years. If we look at the graph, the United States filed about 285,000 applications, while Canada filed a little over 4,000 applications. This shows that Canada is a lot slower than the United States in the area of innovation technology. Next, we'll look at environmental performance index. Canada ranks about 25th in the world as opposed to the United States, who is just one below at 26. Water, sanitation, agriculture, and health impacts are the best environmental aspects Canada and the United States. While forests and fisheries are both low for each of those countries. As you can see, the difference between the two countries is a bare minimum with only a slight difference in forestation. This puts Canada at about a 0.34 increase above in their ranking. Payments and receipts between residents and non-residents for the authorized use of proprietary rights. This includes copyrights, broadcasting rights, and many more. As you can see, it has steadily grown for Canada from the year 1995 to 2000, where in 2005, Canada charged $6.9 billion and the United States charged about $25 billion. While in 2015, Canada charged about $9.3 billion and the United States with a huge increase of $39 billion. Next, we'll take a look at the SWOT analysis. Some of the strengths that Canada possesses are natural resources, their great education system, and the proximity to the United States. Some weaknesses include population density, a small domestic market, and their taxation on business. Some opportunities include their diverse economy, development of unconventional resources, and a possibility for their upcoming valuable resources. Threats include regulations and procedures, possibility of climate change, and an increase of internal barriers.